We're going to be cutting one of our first test parts on an AVIDCNC router. This is the 4-foot by 4-foot model, and really this is one of our first major parts that we're able to do on it. We have this mill vise mounted to the spoil board and this piece of plastic that we melted together with some plastics in the tempering oven. So this is going to be a fun part to make. We're making the Titan M1, which is part of their curriculum, and it's a great part to test out some of the capabilities of the machine. We're using a 4-flute solid carbide end mill, and this is the Harvey 1, so it's a great end mill made by Kennametal. We're using Mach 3 to control the CNC. First, we're going to run a test run in the air to make sure we have all of our offsets set correctly and nothing's going to crash. Our air cut was good, so I'm going to use the shop vac whenever it's running to clean up some of the chips as they come out. If there's ever a problem, you always want to know where your safety button is so you can turn it off quick. Alright, we'll make that cut. Now that worked great, especially for a first test cut. The end mill worked great. This is the plastic that we recycled. We actually used old milk jugs, melted them down, and put it into a pan. But really what we needed to do was add a little bit more pressure, like a press, to compress the plastic together, because you can see in this corner where it's starting to come apart a little bit. Everywhere else was very solid and machined great, except for that one corner there, but the part itself really just looks great. Take it out. So we checked the dimensions, and we're looking at, this should be 1.9, and we're at 1.895, so that's 5 thou under. And then we check this dimension, and this long dimension here is about 10 thou under where it should be, so we've got some dimensions to make, and we learned some things from our first test part.